Autism has changed my life. I'm not autistic, so I'm not speaking from experience in regard to being an individual who falls along the spectrum. However, two amazing people I have in my life are autistic, and they have taught me some of the most valuable life lessons I have ever learned. It really sickens me when I see people like that one Canadian mother who wrote her neighbor, who happens to be the mother of an autistic child, saying that she should euthanize her child, and other people like that. It just sickens me because, in my eyes, autistic people are beautiful. Ever since autism was discovered, people have gone on and on about how autistic people aren't capable of conducting themselves in society, how they are emotionally dysfunctional. You know, that's just so not true. In fact, I'd have to say that autistic people understand emotion and social conductivity more than anybody else. People who fall along the autistic spectrum are often said to have the mindset of a child, who they express themselves like children and conduct themselves like children. However, the fact that they can express themselves, I think, says a lot. When we grow up, we hit this threshold where expressing emotions almost seems unacceptable. Like, I know sometimes I feel guilty for being sad or being angry because people expect me to act like an adult and bury my emotions completely and, just fob them off like they mean nothing. What I admire most about autistic people is that they see emotions purely. Like, they don't look at emotions through the filtered lens of our societal standard of what it means to be an adult. They see emotion for what it actually is and for what it actually represents. I'll take my friend Tiffany Gray as an example. She is so dear to me. I absolutely love her to death. She is very in tune with her emotions. I know recently I just watched I think it was about a 15-minute long video where she was telling the audience how much she loves her fiancé Sylvester, who also falls along the spectrum, and how she's proud of him and how he inspires him, and it almost brought me to tears, because how many people can go out there and talk about their significant other without holding anything back? She just went out there and was like, you know what? This man is the love of my life. I love him. He inspires me to be creative. He inspires me to live. Is that not beautiful? That is expression, that is emotional stability, and it is emotional fearlessness. That's what I love about autistic people. In fact, Tiffany has really allowed me to embrace my own inner emotional fearlessness. Like, since I've known her, I've been more apt to express myself and to enjoy life, honestly, because how do we enjoy life if we sit and hold everything back all the time? Over the past 7 years, I have learned a lot from my friend Cindy. In fact, she is so damn dear to me. I love her to death. And it's hard to believe that we've been friends for 7 years and that I met her on a Godzilla website, of all things. And the first thing that drew me to her was her writing. I would read her fan fiction all the time, and I was always amazed and inspired by how perfectly she writes every phrase and sentence. Like, perfect description, perfect metaphorical comparison, perfect structure. Amazing work. I had to talk to her, so I started talking to her. And she was probably one of the only people who knew me before I came out of the closet, and who actually knew that I was gay through me telling them. And she was there for me through a lot of that process. And she's been bullied a lot. And every time I hear about her bullying stories, it brings me to tears, because that poor girl can sing and can write and has so much talent. Like, people don't really focus on the talent of autistic people, but Cindy showed me how valuable it is to embrace one's talent and to not be afraid of growing in that talent. Another important thing Cindy taught me is how to appreciate myself. Cindy taught me how to appreciate the simple things. Going outside, seeing a tree and watching it blow in the wind and just seeing the sensory details of it. Writing a sentence and scoping out the images in it. Of all the people I know, Cindy has probably helped me grow the most. And people will laugh because an autistic person helped me grow. But you know what? It's not funny. It's amazing. Just because they're autistic doesn't mean you can't learn from them. My friend Tiffany and my friend Cindy are both amazing writers and amazing singers, and their ability to enjoy their talent and to express themselves without holding back honestly inspires me. And for anybody to criticize them, anybody who would criticize people like that should be ashamed of themselves. And I would say that they criticize people like that because they are self-conscious about their own inability to express themselves without holding themselves back. To my autistic friends, Cindy and Tiffany and all autistic people out there, I want you to know that you are appreciated, you are inspiring, and don't stop being who you are because of a bully or because of somebody who views you as a child. You are so much more than that, and you need to prove to them that you are so much more than that. If you have an autistic friend or loved one, please share an experience in the comment section below. Comment, rate, and subscribe to my channel, and please share my video, because it's about time that autistic people are appreciated for the amazing individuals that they are.